You found your writing hour, the kids are at school, the walk is done. The house is quiet, your coffee is fresh, your laptop is open. You're sitting at the perfect time of day with full energy and zero excuses. And by 10:45, you've written 200 words and somehow ended up watching a YouTube video about your star sign. What happened? Because you did everything we talked about last week. You tracked your energy, you found your hour, and you still didn't hit your goal. There's a third piece nobody told you about. It's the one we're going to talk about today. Welcome. Hi, I'm Aoife Proudfoot, and this is Author Mum Academy, a podcast for mums building a real writing career on the hours they actually have. Last week, we talked about energy management, finding the hour of your day when your tank is full enough to actually write. That's the foundation. You can't write from a depleted tank. But here's what I learned the hard way. Finding the right hour is only step one. Because even when you've nailed the energy, even when the time is protected, even when the conditions look perfect, there's a final saboteur that will eat your hour alive and leave you blinking at the clock wondering what just happened. The saboteur is distraction. And specifically, it's the distraction you invited into your space once and never thought to question. Today is about how to actually defend the hour you fought so hard to find, because energy without protection is still going to lose to a Shopify notification. Let me show you exactly how I learned this. It's 10 a.m. on a Tuesday. The kids are at school. My walk is done. The breakfast chaos is cleared. The house is empty. The coffee is hot. The laptop is open. This is the hour, the one I've optimized my whole life around. Full energy, full clarity, no interruptions today. Today is going to be the day. I start typing, the words come easily. About 200 words in, I hit a rhythm. Ding. An email. A notification from my Shopify store. A customer didn't get her ebook instantly. And here's the thing, I'm a working author, and a customer not getting her ebook feels like a small emergency. So I open the email. I find the customer's order. I check with BookFunnel. The book was sent. I screenshot it as proof. I write the customer a kind email explaining where to look and how some emails go to spam. Now, if you've been listening, you know exactly what I should have done next. Close the tab, go back to the document, return to the page. That is not what I did. Me being me, I went back to BookFunnel and I refreshed it. And I refreshed it again, watching for the customer's status, waiting to see if she'd open the book, refreshing, until finally, yes, she opened it. She downloaded it, crisis averted. I felt great. I was genuinely happy. I'd also burned 20 minutes. My coffee was cold, but okay. I reset, made a fresh cup, told myself this is fine. I still have over an hour. I sat back down, got a few hundred more words in, the flow came back. The story was finally moving along. Ding. Another notification, this one from YouTube. My star sign was up. I'm not even joking, my horoscope, from a channel I'd subscribed to one night at 2 a.m. because I'd had a bad day, telling me about content I briefly cared about months ago, pulling me out of my chapter at the exact moment my hour was finally working again. I sat there and I started laughing because I'd done everything right. I'd figured out my energy. I'd found my time. I protected the morning, and I was still being torpedoed, not by my kids, not by my husband, not by the school, but by a horoscope channel and a Shopify alert that I'd let into my workspace months ago and never thought to silence. That was the day I realised I'd been guarding the door of my writing time, but I'd left every single window open. So here's what I figured out. Sitting there with my cold coffee for the second time that morning, you can find the right energy, you can find the right hour, but you can protect the door from your husband, your kids, your mother on FaceTime, and you can still lose the hour to a notification, an inbox, an algorithm, a tab you forgot was open. Distraction isn't something that happens to you. Distraction is something you allowed in months or years ago and never revoked permission for. Every notification on your phone right now is something you said yes to once. Every Shopify alert, every email that auto opens, every tab that loads when your browser opens, every channel you subscribe to, every group chat you didn't mute. The work isn't to fight harder against distractions in the moment. The work is to remove the permission you gave them once so you never have to fight them again. You stop being the firewall, you let the system carry the weight so your brain doesn't have to. Energy gets to the chair, time gets you the window. Removing distractions is what lets you actually do the work inside the window. 3 layers, all necessary, none of them are optional. So here's your homework. Before your next writing session, even if it's tomorrow morning, do these 3 things. 1, silence every notification on your phone, not vibrate, silent. The whole point of a phone is that you check it when you choose to check it. Your messages will be there in 2 hours' time. 2, close your inbox tab. Quiet your email app entirely if you can. Email is not an emergency. It is letters in a mailbox. They will wait. 3, pick one rule for your family. When the kids are off school, mine is only knock if someone's head is hanging off. That's the one I gave my kids. For you, it might be a closed door, a sign, a do not disturb hour on the family calendar. Just make sure it's just one clear, even slightly funny, completely non-negotiable rule. That's it. That's the homework. So the rule I want you to leave with this week is this: find the perfect hour, the one where your energy matches your intentions, and then make sure you remove all distractions. Energy, time, protection. 3 pieces, that's all that matters. Next week, we're going to talk about the trap that catches every author at least once. That moment of a shiny new idea destroys your existing plan. Until then, silence those notifications. I'll see you Tuesday.